World News in 5.
Right now.
News and developments making headlines around the world in 5 minutes. World News in 5. Here on Radyo Pilipinas World Service.
This is World News in 5 here on Radyo Pilipinas World Service. The Trump administration has canceled more than $700 million in federal funding for Moderna's bird flu vaccine program, abruptly halting late-stage development and the government's right to purchase future doses. The contract, originally awarded under the Biden administration, was designed to accelerate development of an mRNA-based vaccine targeting the deadly H5N1 avian influenza. That funding included $590 million awarded in January and another $176 million last year. In a statement, Moderna confirmed the cancellation but said it will continue developing the vaccine independently, exploring alternative options for late-stage trials and manufacturing. The U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, or HHS, defended the decision, stating a review found the project did not meet scientific or safety standards required for federal investment. Public health experts were quick to criticize the move. Amesh Adalja, senior scholar at the Johns Hopkins Center for Health Security, said the Trump administration's move discards one of the most effective tools the U.S. has to prepare for an outbreak. The decision comes as bird flu infections rise among farm workers following widespread outbreaks in poultry and cattle across the U.S. over the past year. Health Secretary Robert F. Kennedy Jr., a vaccine skeptic, has faced criticism after suggesting farmers should allow the virus to spread naturally in chickens to study resistance, a stance sharply at odds with mainstream disease control strategies. Despite the cancellation, Moderna also reported positive interim results from a mid-stage trial showing promising safety and immune response data for the vaccine. As demand for COVID-19 vaccines declines, the bird flu and combo vaccines were seen as potential growth avenues for Moderna's mRNA platform. In our news, Australia's Defense Minister Richard Marles will meet with his US and Japanese counterparts this weekend at the Shangri-La Dialogue in Singapore, the first trilateral talk since Australia's recent election and the return of Donald Trump to US presidency. The meeting with US Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth and Japan's Gen Nakatani comes amid rising regional tensions and delays in the AUKUS nuclear submarine program. Australia plans to lift defense spending to 2.4% of GDP, below the 3% urged by US officials. Marles will deliver a speech Saturday on Indo-Pacific risks. Analysts say he must convince allies that Australia's military is ready now, not just when new submarines arrive in the 2030s and 2040s. Australia continues to defend AUKUS against China's criticism, insisting its subs will be nuclear-powered but conventionally armed. The summit runs May 30 to June 1 with global defense leaders in attendance. China has launched its first mission to collect samples from a near-Earth asteroid, marking another major leap in its rapidly expanding space program. The Tianwen-2 spacecraft blasted off early Thursday aboard a Long March 3B rocket from Xichang Satellite Launch Center. Its target, asteroid 469219 Kamo-Obalewa, a small space rock orbiting the Sun near Earth. The robotic probe will reach the asteroid by July 2026, scoop up surface material, and return the samples to Earth in November 2027, potentially making China the third country after Japan and the United States to retrieve asteroid rocks. After that, Tianwen-2 will continue on to a second target, the unusual main belt comet 311P Pan-STARRS, for years of extended research. Officials from China's space agency called the launch a complete success, and the mission is seen as a key step toward more ambitious goals, including a Mars sample return mission in 2028 and sending astronauts to the moon by 2030. With asteroid sampling far more complex than lunar missions due to weaker gravity, Tianwen-2 will test China's engineering prowess in deep space. The mission adds to a string of milestones for China, including robotic landings on the moon and Mars and the ongoing operation of its own space station. And that concludes today's edition of World News in 5. For Radyo Pilipinas World Service, I am Peñano. Good day.
World News in 5.
Right now.
News and developments making headlines around the world in 5 minutes. World News in 5. Here on Radyo Pilipinas World Service.